video is tips and tricks for being diabetic on a night out. Morning. I'm starting the video off right. It's so early. It's not early, it's 10 o'clock. I wanted this video to be like a proper professional, like formal one, because I'm talking about like night out with diabetes. But I thought, no. I'm just gonna sit here and I'm gonna talk like facts from my experience. I don't want to do it professionally. I was gonna do it professionally, but I'm not professional. I'm just doing it. Just like the video and subscribe, you know, to keep me going. I'm doing well. Doing a year of YouTube and social media, and this is my last year, and if I'm not successful by the end of this year, I'm going. Being on it since 13, almost 10 years, I think. I don't want to keep doing it if it's not going to get me places. Get this video shared, get this channel shared to keep me on your screen. Do a whole separate video talking about that. But I'm just going to talk about my experience and what I've learned on my night out. Without further ado, let's get on with the video. So my first bit of advice, make sure when you're in a nightclub, in a club, in a bar, in a pub, anywhere you are drinking alcohol, make sure you have a diabetic tattoo. Or if you don't have a tattoo and you don't have to get tattoos, make sure you wear a medical bracelet. I don't like wearing a medical bracelet because it could fall off. But also carry one of these cards in case of an emergency. This is always handy to have. If anything happens to you, the first thing people do is search your body for anything. If you want to get one of these, just ask your diabetic nurse or ring them up and just ask them, because I got this when I got diagnosed. Key thing to do is always make sure people in the club or wherever you are know you're diabetic. Say, I'm diabetic before you get drunk. Say to the bar, I'm diabetic, just so they know, like they know your face. Because the first time I went out, I didn't say, you know, and I went low and I was like, I'm low, and he was like, you're too drunk, no more. And I was like, I'm not drunk. And then because I told like a few people around me, and people like some of you guys were there as well, you're diabetic, and I was with my friends, so then they was like, he's diabetic, and he was just like, oh, and I whipped me tattoo out, and I went, and then he got me a drink, full fat Coke and Sprite and everything, but it was 3.2. My Libra started going, and what I've noticed is when you're drunk, as soon as your sugars go low, you snap and you're not drunk. You're not drunk, you just, it's like adrenaline kicks in and you're like, bar. Always make sure you go to the bar if you feel low. Every place that I've been has just given me another club gave me a Monster, and I've never drank Monster. Oh my god, that didn't work with my sugars for some reason. You'd think it would, but it doesn't. So I had to get like Coke, then it was not full fat, so then I had to get Sprite, and it was a nightmare. But then I was alright. But always just make sure the bar, no, and people. Another tip is, make sure you do your insulin. Don't skip your background insulin. Do your background insulin, like if you're on Levemir or Tracebo, or if there's any others, make sure you get that done before you go out drinking and have a good meal. Story time. One night out, right? I finished work. This was the work night out. I didn't eat no tea. And as I started drinking, and I drank all night, I got very drunk. And I did do my background insulin, by the way. What I do is I make sure I eat between, but I didn't this time. My sugars went off the scales. It was so bad. I was high, then I was low, then I was high, then I was low. And then I was sick. And then my sugars were just like, that was on Christmas Eve. The next tip is always make sure you eat before drinking when you're diabetic. Because alcohol is, whatever's in it, makes you go drunk, doesn't it? That chemical messes with your sugars and you get false readings. So whatever your readings are when you're drunk, you can't treat them properly, can you? You get told this when you're diagnosed. They're all given the information, but it's hard. Scary as well, because if you faint or anything, people think you're just drunk, but you're not. You know, that's why it's important to tell people. But what I do is, I'll eat before I go out, drink, get very, very drunk. And at the end of the night, what I do is I get a burger from Mackey's. A good old burger. And I order a bunch of stuff then. And then I'm alright then, and I drink through the night and I wake up good and my sugars are good. Perfect. That's how I work. Let me know in the comments how you work. The next tip is drinking. So when you're drinking alcohol, they say avoid certain drinks. I don't avoid anything. But my go-to drink is Sambuca shots, tequila shots, vodka shots, and that's pretty much it. I just like the shots because they're done dead quick and then you're drunk. So they're just drinking loads. You can just drink whatever you want. This is what I do. So I drink whatever I want. I can have anything. Doesn't matter if it puts me sugar up. Skittle bombs, I've had everything. My sugars went really high to like 25. But what I do is I dance. So you have like 2 hours, 3 hours drinking, and then you've got to make sure to get on the dance floor and dance. So important to work that off. So sometimes your sugars can spike up, but they will slowly come down because you're very active and you're dancing. And by the time you finish dancing and clubbing and everything, and don't drink, have waters in between of dancing, that'll bring your sugars down. And at the end of the night, have a burger, like I said before. So all this plans out and works well for you. Normal hangover, just like everyone else, without the diabetic on top of it. Story time about this last New Year. I was with my mates, we went to the club, and I was like, I need the toilet, and like, I'm diabetic and I just need to like sort my sugars out. The bouncer, he went, no, you're not coming in. You're diabetic, no. And I was like, what? It's like, no, you're not coming in case if anything happens, we're reliable. And I was like, that's so bad. But at that time, you can't be argumentative with the bouncers. You can't start a fight or anything. You can't get angry. You've just got to be like, oh, okay. But I think that's really bad. But that's my first time getting like told like no. I was like, so I went to Mackey's. Have you got any stories like that? I know this is like a quick video, but it's so beneficial to if you're diabetic. And if you know any diabetics, make sure you share this video to them. Or if they're 18, like, obviously it's 18 upwards because you're not going to get anyone under the age of 18 drinking. Drink responsibly, people. This is how I manage my sugars when I'm drunk and when I'm drinking and when I plan to drink. And it's working well for me. And if you use my advice, let me know in the comments and let me know how it works for you and let me know how you do it when you get drunk. Thanks guys for watching. You can head over to my Instagram to find out more posts for when I'm not posting on YouTube and TikTok. So they're linked down below. And thank you guys for watching. Make sure you subscribe for more content. I do a mixture of videos. And yeah, see you all in the next one. Peace. I may have moved my room round. Why I've like kind of not been doing the videos. I don't actually know what I've done, but it's working for now. I've actually not got ready, so I need to put a top on. Wait there. Where am I gonna film in this video? I wanna do a video sitting in this chair with me clothes in the background, but that's gonna be a clothing video. So I might just sit in the bed and chill. Do we do that?